You know, Halloween, that's all well and good, but Halloween can be a little scary for people who have severe allergies, right? But there are some simple steps to stay safe while trick-or-treating. The most popular allergy-free alternatives, we have them for you. Our next segment is about the most popular allergy-free alternatives when it comes to Halloween candy. Some kids got to be very careful about the candy they eat because they have allergies. Well, it's estimated that 1 in every 13 children suffers from some kind of food allergy, since more than half of the top treats contain some kind of food allergens, for trick-or-treating. The candy that we give out can be a little concerning for parents and children.
So Karen is learning about some popular allergy-free treats that you can pass out this Halloween.
I'm learning so many things, and I think this is so great. So we brought in an expert, of course, to give us all the information, Dr. Manav Segal, allergist and immunologist over at Chestnut Hill Allergy and Asthma. Thanks for coming in and helping us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
So one of the first things we all know, and I have to get one, I don't have one, is the teal pumpkin. This is a signal that we're going to have stuff that's not going to be dangerous for some kids.
Exactly. It's the Teal Pumpkin Project is promoted by an organization called Food Allergy Research and Education. And the idea is that you're signaling that you have non-food treats available on Halloween. And I can tell you it's a real hit at our house every year, whether you have food allergies or not. These things you can hand out are pencils, erasers, small toys, stampers.
The glow sticks are super fun to have that one as well. And I love these little stampers for your hands because kids always like to make them. Do you have kids?
No.
Okay. But it would still be a hit.
I take care of them at work.
How about the actual candies? I just changed what I'm sending into school because I didn't know stuff that I shouldn't be sending. And I thought some of those like chocolate bars would be okay, but no.
Right, so the most common foods kids can become allergic to are milk, egg, soy, wheat, peanuts, tree nuts, and increasingly sesame seeds are a problem too. So if you want to be really inclusive and allow for as many kids to eat these treats as possible, you're going to look for candies that don't contain those common allergens.
So we're going to go with our gummies. My kids love a ring pop because that's like a toy and a candy all in one. The Sweet Tarts, the Sour Patches, of course the Dum Dums are great, anything like that, your Dots. And there's a lot of collections that you can buy, like a whole party pack, just like this sometimes, where they'll have a whole mix of them. That's what I just sent in. And then some of us, we try to be, it's not like healthy candy, but some of these are good, these organic pops.
Well, in addition to that, some brands make it a real point to make sure that they're not contaminated or contain any of the common allergens. So one of those brands is Yum Earth. They make organic pops, they make candies. Another brand is Enjoy Life chocolates that, again, doesn't contain those top 8 allergens. Really, for these kids, you're not just looking to make sure that they don't contain the allergen. You also want to make sure that it's not processed in a facility that handles those allergens as well. Sure,
and I didn't know this either, but sometimes there can be a difference in the ingredients between the full size and your fun size. Like, who knew that they would switch that one up? So one of the great ideas, let me show some of our other great toys here too that you can hand out. This one, I'm like a child at heart. I can't help but all these things that move and buzz. Kids also like these alternatives.
Right.
And the pencils with the fun tops on them as well. But also, when your kids come home, try to have them not eat the stuff when they're out there trick-or-treating, which is like impossible. I mean, they always tell you that, so I'll say it. But to have 2 piles of stuff you're going to keep and the stuff you're going to trade.
Yeah, so once your kid's back from trick-or-treating, you want to make a safe pile. They're going to want to dig in right away. And then you'll want to separate the candy that they shouldn't eat because it may contain ingredients they're allergic to or may be cross-contaminated, or you're not sure. And with that trade pile, maybe you can trade it in for one of these toys instead. So that's a great way to help your child feel more included and like they're not giving up so much.
I mean, another way to do it, there's the Switch Witch. I don't know if they come to your household, but we've had the Switch Witch come to our household sometime. Explain what that is.
So basically there's, you can establish some new traditions in your family where an imaginary character comes and you leave behind the candy you can't eat, and instead you wake up in the morning with things you can eat, or maybe toys
like a toy,
or Legos
something.
instead.
You want to have a good exchange. I mean, nobody wants to feel like they're missing out on something. So if all of this candy disappears, like something that they may want just shows up instead.
Exactly.
All right, Doc, thank you. Those are great advice and tips, and so you may want to consider that with what you are handing out for Halloween. All right, Mike and Alex, over to you.
I'll take it from here. They certainly are some great tips and very colorful too. I like the idea of the teal pumpkin, so those are great things to share.